Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to The Witcher 3. Welcome to episode 41 of the Blood and Wine DLC. Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I'm actually recording this video on Christmas. I still got the Christmas fit on. I'm wearing my jeans, which are pants that I never wear while recording. Yes, I do normally wear pants, but they're not normally jeans. Anyways, we're back into The Witcher. Happy holidays. I hope that you've had a chance to be around people that you love or to do something that you love this holiday. Welcome back to The Witcher. So in the last episode, the plot thickened, the mystery deepened around Detlef. Detlef had a member of his pack, Renawed, kidnapped and held hostage against him, causing him to do these crimes, kill these people. We're supposed to report to the Duchess about what's going on. So, let's start with that and see where the rest of this episode takes us. We need to go up to Beauclair Palace. So I think I'll just run there. This is our first time heading into the palace, I believe. Depending on depending on where we actually go. I think we've been outside of it right when in like episode 3 or 4, right when the hunt started for the Milton or whatever for the what's it called? Like the hunt that involved the fish and the unicorn and all of that stuff. I can't remember what that was called. But, all right, here we go. We came in. We rode up this hill on horse.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
But we stopped like somewhere right up here, I think, and then headed off to the side. Maybe. This place is actually way bigger than I thought. We raced on horseback with Anna Henrietta.
Gods, my knees ache something horrible.
The audio for those characters in full plate, I just noticed it actually sounds echoey as if their voice is echoing around inside of their plate. Dreadful. You know? Maybe I just haven't encountered them before, but I never noticed that. Okay, so here's the palace. This is where we got off, I think. Okay. Well, we can go in that way, but the marker says, or we could try going in that way. Marker says go this way.
The duchess's champion.
Hear that? Oh, that's so good. The audio is incredible. Duchess's champion. Fuck you too, buddy. Fuck you too.
Your Grace, I have doubled.
Grace, I've doubled the guard. Hey, there she is. All right.
As your Grace wished.
Let's do it.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Oh, see, this is the part that I've been nervous about all day. And by all day, I mean for many episodes. Checking in with Duchessa. I found the beast, but that's it. The case just got more complicated. Let's err on the side of complication.
Than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a Witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Adamata always claimed back to
Grandmama Adamata.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Excellent. So we are... Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. So we've got the normal Witcher theme of, like, there's the home remedy version of how to kill a monster, and then there's the Witcher approved version. Also, we've got this guy's ego once again involved. If you're wondering, by the way, we are back on the DirectX 12 version of the game. We don't have any ray tracing on because that continues to break my PC. But we do have higher settings available now, so I think the game's looking better than ever for me. Hopefully it continues that way. I would say I'm not going to limit him myself. I'm just going to intimidate him away from it.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Oh, buddy, it's worse than you've ever
Creatures
thought.
like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catechans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
They are so much smarter than
Monsters
you.
driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Well, this is no common monster. Interesting. I'm interested by this dialogue. I think I have Anna Henrietta's full faith, so I'm really not worried about this guy sort of painting me as, like, a coward or a friend of this higher vampires. But I do think if I say this isn't a common monster and I want to try and talk to him, they're going to be like, ah.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for
It's
centuries.
nearly a god. Yeah, it's a type of god.
Impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Okay, so maybe he's I mean, I don't think he's coming around. I think he's just curious.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot
Diplomacy.
believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill
Yada,
a
yada,
monster.
yada.
Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ah,
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich.
That was
capable
the
of feeling many things, even love.
I forget
This
that I
one
can
fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll
I can pause during these things now. That was the key takeaway from I'm going to try not to do it too much, but that was the key takeaway from the last episode for me is that Regis called Detlef more emotional than the average human, which makes him way more emotional than Geralt. So if he's so emotionally tied, that has to be our way in.
do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
The way we do that is by getting to the vampire's lover.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
Free the vampire's lover.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You have wine experts in this kingdom?
You are, my dear. Send for the ducal
Let's
sommelier.
go. Let's go.
Hop up.
Let's go.
In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher,
All right, buddy.
show him the paper scrap.
Got a wine question for you.
Benoit, can you determine which
Benoit?
wine made this stain?
Just smell? I wondered if he would do chemistry.
The west bank of the Saar too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's
Clarity
simple.
high.
Sangreal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table.
Castle Ravello. Remind me
Perhaps
which one that is?
Sangreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
What do you mean we?
Sangreal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sangreal, it is Sangreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
I don't think he's mistaken. I thought maybe he was not trustworthy. Like, is it so hard to imagine in a world where the ducal table might be at risk of being the mastermind behind this, then is it possible that the ducal sommelier might also be... Isn't it just as likely that the ducal sommelier might be involved / compromised? Anyways.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
The two of us together?
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally
Yeah,
agree
me
on
and him.
something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible
All of us,
escorts.
great.
You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Anna Henrietta is hot. So, like, what if Anna Henrietta donned something less concealing? Am I right? No? Okay. You are also Your Royal Highness. I probably shouldn't say that. All right. Castle Ravello. Castel Ravello. I can't, I'll be honest, it's been a couple days since I last played, but it's also been, my memory sucks anyways. Castel Ravello. Ooh, game is lagging on these intro screens. Okay. Road to Castle Ravella. Are we going to get attacked? No? Just another cutscene of us riding horses.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end?
I'm going to pause first. So it's this one. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Castel Ravello. And the two quests that we did for those were two different. Oh, my mouse does not work with the game anymore. Oh, okay. I guess I'm just on my own here. Oh, mouse does not work. Okay. Those were two different. Vineyards. Okay. We'll just go.
Did you kill it?
Geralt, why do you flee?
Witcher,
Flee.
come back! You're to
I'm not
protect Her
fleeing.
Highness!
I'm just
Didn't
riding
have to
slow.
fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Come on. You've the look of a knight. Over there, monsters have come.
Sorry, dude. I gotta stay with Anna Henrietta. Ah! Monsters have come. I'm just trying to hang out with...
Faster.
Panthers have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Stay back, your
Oh,
grace.
God.
We shall
All right.
see to this. Help! Save us!
Hop off, hop off, hop off. My mouse is being weird. Hold up. Ah! My mouse is definitely being weird. Hold, dismount,
You
dismount.
beast! Begone!
Okay, alright.
Help! Save us!
Oh, bud. Oh, goodness. I'm about to die.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Kill some panthers. Let's go. We got this.
Help!
Ooh,
Save
buddy.
us!
Alright. Okay, gonna have to do some major dodging. I think we should also chuck on Quinn. Okay, I got one.
Save us!
Help, save us.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Okay, alright, alright. I can't remember. Every time I switch between the two different versions of the game, the
Back, you beast!
DirectX 11 and DirectX 12, all of my options change. Kill it.
Help!
So, that feels loud again. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit again. And turn voices up. Just to make sure that they stay up. Sorry that I keep changing all of these settings.
Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank you.
we happened by.
You saved our lives.
Okay. Now that is a little loud. Sorry guys. Oh man, this update has been great, but it has definitely let's save real quick and then do a little meditate so I can get my stuff back. It has been great, but it has changed all my settings. All right. We're on the road. Anna Henrietta, please slow down. I'm
Tell
coming
me
to
more
you.
about this vineyard. Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Oltusa. An old master of the
Fabricio,
winemaking trade
okay.
runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sangreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
She just ran over that
Come
dog
on
in the
now.
middle of the road.
Guess that's champion.
This is fun. Okay. See? Cutscene of grass.
de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Well, here for an inspection.
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
I should probably
Oh,
play
and who are
nicer
you,
than
sir,
that.
to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Toussaint?
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
All right, so we're
Wanna
looking for
talk about
missing wine.
Sangreal?
I am at your service.
Have you had any wine stolen?
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Are we sure that they're all what they say they are, the barrels? How's the wine transported?
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
Okay,
We're not
trustworthy.
anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sangreal.
I didn't get to
Someone
ask
who
all my
should not
questions.
have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
It's just a drop of wine.
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me,
She's so intense.
where is the Sangreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
She's very intense.
Come,
I like it.
Witcher.
Oh, I'm going now. Okay, I thought I was going to answer more questions. Ask more questions. Okay. My Witcher senses instead.
We shall wait
All right.
here, Master Fabricio.
I did nothing wrong.
I believe that he did nothing wrong.
What if
Mostly because it would
Fabricio's
be too
blackmailing
easy.
the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Interesting. I love that they all bow before Anna Henrietta. It's only a drop of wine, and it is a very specific wine. So I think we have to consider that it's possible that it was placed there as a distraction slash point us one direction, you know? Maybe it's an
So
actual
where do we
clue.
start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Great. Let's read that first.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance.
At first
Neatly and
glance.
thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Yep. Interesting. The history of Est. I'll just go ahead and read it. Est, often considered one of the chief treasures of the people of Toussaint, is the best known of the wines cultivated in that region. It's hard to determine when exactly the first barrels of Est were matured. We can surmise it must have been around the time of the first human forays into the duchy's present lands. What is certain is that this wine truly gained fame only during the reign of Duchess Adela Marta, who held Est in near divine esteem, and for that reason bestowed upon Castelravello the privilege of being the official ducal vineyard. She also reserved a special place in the cellars of the Beauclair Palace for Est. To this day, 2 barrels of every vintage are ceremoniously deposited on those shelves. Tapping of any of them is by order of the ducal edict Vino Sanctus Est, punishable by death through dragging behind a team of horses. Interesting. We are learning. I steal a bunch of this shit. What's this say? Oh, I found it already. Fuck. I wanted to keep looking. Oh, wait, that's Ervelus. Never mind.
Ervelus.
Wrong thing.
I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
I'm just going to keep stealing every wine that I can, of course. Potentially we sell it later. A barrel tap. Sure. We have a mallet. Wooden hammer. I'll put the wooden hammer in my inventory. Hell yeah. Let me do my looting first. I'll be right back. Okay, gonna read all this shit later. All right, there's an upstairs too. Est, 1269.
Est. I think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castelravello is famous.
I just read about that. You see the red line at the bottom of the screen that happens sometimes when we're in this game?
Fiorano, Dandelion's favorite,
right?
Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
When I'm zooming in right now, the red line that it keeps appearing at the bottom of the screen, I just keep noticing it. Dandelion likes it. Okay.
Got Pomino over here.
Pomino. No comments on Pomino. Sure. What else do we have up here? Something right here. There's the 1270 vintage. Okay.
Sangreal, 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
You are correct. That is the wrong year. Okay. Let me steal some shit real quick from this poor, terrified Fabricio who thinks his life is coming to an end right now. All right, let's read this one. 1268. Of course, it's the last one.
Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
1269. Nice.
Right here.
By the way.
1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Want to open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Empty or even just a little.
Full.
A little less full. You know?
Full?
One is...
Full.
Okay, I see. It's actually 2 barrels and a
This one's
piece of
full
wood.
too. Full. This one's full too.
Same sound. Okay.
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are.
Exactly.
The question is, are they full of Sangreal?
So I get to taste
Grab
the
a cap
special
and a
wine.
hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
I think I grabbed
Ready.
both of
We
those
can
things
start.
already. All right, let's taste all of them. That's cool that we get to taste all of them.
Ready.
Step aside.
This is fucked up. Using all this special wine. Just on me and Anna Henrietta. Maybe she's... Is this a date, Anna Henrietta?
So,
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sangreal.
All right, next one. Oh, hello? Next one's open. Okay. Number 2. Hey, there it is.
Revolting.
Patooey.
Bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Okay.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Yeah, let's do it. So who stole the wine or replaced it from the cellar? Uh-oh.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
God, Geralt looks good in high def.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of...
You sold a barrel?
I beg you to forgive me.
What the fuck?
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Are you in
Is
need
what
for
I
money?
provide not
Yeah.
enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
First off, you'll tell us everything, and we will decide to give you mercy if we are feeling merciful. You don't bargain in this situation. What the fuck? No. Who'd you sell the wine to? First off, what was your plan for us not finding out?
Thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Must is, again, a very strong word here, Fabricio.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sangreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He doesn't know
He
it.
never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've
Okay.
no Cintrian aristocrat at court.
How'd you deliver it?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said
My
they wished
man.
to buy another barrel and...
No.
Well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Oh, God.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
It's going to be helpful for us tracking
Your
him
Grace,
down, though.
I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
We have a
What
chance
now,
to
Witcher?
make this delivery and learn
We set
something.
a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
I'm ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
I'm main quest
We will
only
set
right
out
now.
now.
ready.
Position ourselves before you arrive. You'll take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Watch for my signal. I'll burst into song. I'll ask him if he wants to play a game of Gwent. Wink, wink. You know. Gwent. All right, well. Fabricio is a is a fool. Ooh, a few hours later. I didn't dress up at all. I just stayed the same.
Relax. Now we wait.
I'm obviously a witcher. I've got 2 swords on my back. Geralt, you got to put a disguise on. At least a cloak. Take one of the swords off. Okay.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
Except not. Who's this guy? Is this the Centra guy or no? I don't know what it means to be from Centra. I don't know. Also, what does his chin tattoo say? That is
It's not him.
quite the place for a tattoo. All right, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Let's go. Let's go.
We've got to go at him together.
Hornets.
Together.
All right, sure, sure. Light them all on fire. Also, we should just hold the button. That is an explosive. Let's go ahead and explode that shit as soon as I get a chance. Come on. There it is. Blow him up. Blow him up. There it is. All right. You're dead. All right. Hornets is kind of getting his ass kicked, but now I'm getting shot by freaking arrows. I forgot that we should be holding the parry button. All right, all right, all right. I'm stuck up against the horse.
Too late to surrender.
Ah! You got to stop that with the arrow. All right? No arrows. Not allowed. The whirl action is so good. We just headbutt that man. What? We headbutt him into next week. I have a concussion just watching that. What? That was crazy. I'm seeing stars. There's so many bandits. Holy shit. Toussaint! Toussaint, he says. Something needs repaired. I just noticed that. Witchcraft spells. That's me. I didn't hit him once. I'm caught on the guard. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Cut off his escape. Who, this guy? Hornets? Ow, fuck! Witchcraft and spells. We killed Hornets, it looks like, or defeated him. Woo! That headbutt was incredible.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have
There you go,
ended
Geralt.
otherwise.
There you go.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Okay,
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
let's do
Witcher,
that.
a moment. I was wrong about you.
Peacemaking. You had no reason to trust me.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it.
You are not the most endearing of
Let
men.
us go to her grace.
That's
She awaits
true.
nearby.
She said, what the fuck? Hey, what? Come on. Anna Henrietta.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Anna Henrietta is going to torture this man. I pity this fool. Got an arrow in him? You should see him after Anna Henrietta is done with him.
Captain, do the honors.
That arrow is sick.
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call him.
Oh!
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Howling in the background is making me feel things. Great idea. I'm playing the part.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we
We're just
hang this
faking,
fella
right?
from
We're
a
just
tree.
faking?
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No.
There we go.
Crikey, no.
Crikey,
Don't let him.
no.
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No, don't let him. I'll talk.
Where were these barrels going?
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one.
Yep, the
The
black
first
hair.
barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
All right.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian.
That's all we know.
know anything
Just
else.
from Sintra.
I swear it.
Or claims to be.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there.
Okay.
Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian.
This
Someone
is a
else
cool
must
scene.
have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace.
What about me?
Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go together.
Let's go to town.
Let's go to town. All right. Interesting. Okay. So the Centurion, that's all we know. Fun fight that was. Really fun fight. I'm loving getting a chance to see more of Anna Henrietta. She's very strong, very focused. Level 47? Jesus Christ.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
True.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
I don't know if it is the Centurion. It might be who the Centurion is working for. Yeah. That's what Geralt said too. Could still be a middleman.
Still don't know this Centurion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Oh, sure.
Need
Agreed.
to find the Centurion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Not the right kind of someone? What's happening here? Okay.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centurion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Interesting. Wouldn't be the first time. Tell me what you learned, though.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in.
They're being very careful.
We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease. A man he met while
The
begging
pheasantry
outside
is the thing.
pheasantry. There,
Okay.
fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants.
Okay.
A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Okay. Mandragora. What is this?
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club. An affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours, and dancers.
All right.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
I can imagine somebody who was running in those circles getting tired of the sort of fallen morals of a place like Toussaint and then hiring the beast. There's that. We need to nab the Centurion, sure.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Again, I
Where's
stand
the
out.
event gonna be held?
So do you.
The Mandragora always assembles
But I've got
at the
scars.
same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville in Mountebank Alley.
I love it. What an episode. Holy shit, we've learned a lot today. Okay. The wine specifically. Just cast fire. The wine specifically.
Just in case.
Matters. Person who makes the wine at Casa Ravello has sold it to a wealthy patron, a Cintrian, and that Cintrian is dating Cecilia Belante, and we have a chance of catching them during the next episode. At least at this party. Of course, it's a Witcher quest. We're going to a party. I gotta get dressed up. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, and you want to see Geralt in his finest attire, comment something down below. Give us a like on the video. I will see you all tomorrow for another episode. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Really quickly before we go, actually, this episode is brought to you by our newest Patreon supporter, my friend Mink, who has been a long-time member of our community and he recently started supporting us on Patreon. If you want to help me make these videos and make this a thing that I can do more financially feasible as well, there's a link to do that down below in the description, our Patreon. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.